Before we get into the video, guys, I want to tell you about a huge NHL 18 tournament going on over at World Gaming. It's the NHL 18 Snyder Hockey Cup. It's for the Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation. $17,500 in prizes, and it's free to enter. It's open to US and Canadian residents that are at least 14 years of age, and that includes Quebec. It starts off with an online qualifier, then online playoffs, and finally the finals are actually going to be played live in Philadelphia. 2 finalists for each console, both Xbox One and PS4. And if you become one of the finalists, you'll actually be playing at Xfinity Live in Philadelphia before a Penguins-Flyers game on March 7th. I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Registration is now open and qualifiers start on January 10th. If you're interested in signing up or just want more information, click the link in the description. Should be an awesome tournament. How's it going, guys? So I'm bringing a new franchise mode video. This is going to be an A to Z fantasy draft challenge. So basically for this, we can only pick one player whose last name starts with each letter in the alphabet. Say we draft McDavid, we can no longer pick another player whose last name starts with M, so on and so forth. We're going to do the first 20 picks. That would be a full team, 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, 2 goalies. So basically, any 26 letters are up for grabs. We probably will never pick Zed or anything like that. I guess Zetterberg, maybe we could, but basically whatever 6 letters are left over, it doesn't matter. We're just going to pick the starting lineup, sim through a season, and see if it's good enough to win us the cup. So I'm just going to go with the Ducks here. They're the first team alphabetically in the NHL, so I guess that makes sense. Quickly here, I will change the settings. Obviously, the fantasy draft is going to be on. Morale, I usually just keep off. Same with assistant coach at lines. I've now got the standard rules and settings. Skill superstar, length 20 minutes, style there, full sim. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I feel like there is some strategy here to what player you draft when. Obviously, there's a lot of players whose last name starts with like B, M, S's, T's, stuff like that. So auto-generated here, we get the 3rd overall pick. That could be really good. Basically, we get potentially Crosby or McDavid. If not, we could get like Carlson, best defenseman, or we could go Carey Price, get the best goalie. I'll definitely like keep the auto there. 3rd pick overall. You know, Draisaitl 3. I don't know if that applies here. Wow, Kucherov actually goes 2. I feel like we get Crosby here at 3, and that's a steal. I guess Kucherov does still have like high lead potential. That's probably why Kucherov's going to grow. Where Crosby, he's like what 29 now, is not going to keep growing. But that's insane. Crosby with the 3rd overall pick. Didn't even think Kucherov. I was actually thinking Stamkos maybe, but because he's so young, it definitely makes sense. So I am more than happy taking Crosby here. Can no longer take a player whose name starts with C, but I think that's going to be more than easy. Next pick's actually not until pick number 29. So now the question is, do we go goalie here maybe? Do we go defenseman? Subban's available. That's a huge 2nd pick. I will take a quick look here and see what goalies are available. So Lundqvist kind of old. We could probably get him like 4th or 5th. Bunch of 87s there. Vasilevsky actually wouldn't be bad at all. I feel like my goalie, I'm going to do 4th or 5th. I feel like that should be good enough to get a mid-80 goalie, which should be good enough to win us a cup. Usually it's kind of all luck anyway. So we want Subban, 28, 87. Klingberg, 25, 86, could grow. I mean, they're all 87, so I'm just going to go with one of my favorite defensemen there. I'm going to go PK Subban. I mean, we already got kind of like a Canadian team going. Also, S is gone now, so that is kind of a bad pick in terms of the letter, but should be okay. So pick number 3 now. Dang, so I don't know if I want Klingberg or if I'd rather Bufflin. Like, Klingberg, I think, has a good chance to grow, be just as good as Bufflin, maybe better, because he does have that medium elite. He also is making $3 million less. I'm not sure how the cap space works really with a fancy draft. Or I could just go for a forward, go for Carter, Pavelski. I just realized I actually can't pick Carter as I already picked Crosby, and I feel like there's so many players with the last name starting with B. I'm going to pass on Bufflin and go Klingberg here. K, other than Kuznetsov, who was right there, probably isn't as common. B, there's like, I think, a ton. So hopefully I'll make, picking later rounds easier. Larkin just got taken, same with Duchesne. So now, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty wide open. Jeff Skinner would not be a bad pick right here at all. I think it's either Skinner or a goalie. We'll see what's available. Or actually, we can't take Skinner. We took Subban. So Lundqvist it is, I think. 88 overall, 35. He's still got the lead potential, so he should stay there. And then after that, it gets pretty low. So yeah, we'll take Lundqvist there, pick number 4. No longer have our L, but we do have our starting goaltender, so I think that is fine. Now, our next pick's not for a while, so probably going to lose out here on a ton of value in players. Corey Perry's still there, though, 86. Jeff Skinner's also still there, and he was who I was looking at. So, Skinner or Perry, I think Perry maybe 32. He's not even that old, but Skinner's got that low elite, faster. I don't know. Do we go? I think I'm going to go Jeff Skinner. Actually, I can't. He's got an S. I'm an idiot. So, we're going to go Corey Perry here. We haven't taken a P. I keep forgetting about the S for some reason. I have a list of like every letter in the alphabet, and I'm getting rid of it whenever I take somebody, but for some reason I keep missing that one. So like I was saying, guys, there's a ton of veteran forwards here at 84 overall. I feel like we'll be able to pick one in the next round, maybe even the round after that. So I'm looking for like an 83 here with decent potential. I just want to buy Kreider, We actually can't take. We already have a K. Palmieri also can't take. We already have a P. Tatar we could take. Let me just keep looking here. Marchessault would be nice. Toffoli would also be pretty nice. But right there, Nemestikov, I already seen. I was looking for him. 24. He's like the youngest one here. I guess him and Arvidsson. But he's making 1.9. So I don't know if the salary matters at all. I don't think it does. But still, I think Nemestikov is sick. Look at his stats. Play on the top line with Crosby. That could be a great pick. I mean, if I can get Arvidsson with the next one, that would actually make our team so stacked. So I think actually, do I get another early pick here? I think I do. Yeah, pick number 3. So I have a very good chance, I think, to get Arvidsson. Which, like I said, both of them I think could grow a lot. I'm not sure if they'd both be playing on the first line. I think only one of them might, but still, really good value there. Arvidsson is still available. He's younger than Tatar. I think we're going to go Arvidsson there. So I'm really liking how this team's shaping out so far. Also, you guys can see the letters we picked so far. We got C, S, K, L, P, N, A. So, I mean, I don't think any of them are that popular other than, I guess, maybe S. We still got B, M, some pretty popular ones. So, we already have our starting goaltender. Backup, I'm definitely going to wait on. Maybe do we take, like, a really high potential player? Hayden Fleury, low elite, 79. He could definitely grow a lot. Same with Dubois. And I feel like, I mean, we're trying to win the first year, but there's a ton of these, like, low 80s. So, I don't know. Could those low 70s get this high or even higher in the first year? That's a tough question. I feel like we should risk it. Hayden Fleury especially, already is 79, low elite. We give him good ice time too. I'm going to go with Fleury here. Hope for the best. We also haven't used an F yet. I think I might have taken Fleury a little too early there. I'm going to wait on Dubois. Was going to take Steen. Unfortunately, though, we have Subban. Cannot take him. So I'm just going to make our defense even better. Where is he? Eric Johnson, 29.83. So he should keep that rating. He's not like even in his 30s yet. We do lose our J, but that is okay. Next pick here, guys, in round 10. As you can see, Nielsen and Milano just went. So maybe now actually is the time to take Dubois, because Milano's got less potential, same rating. Let's see if he's even still available. He's not. Sam Bennett, 77. I feel like if I'm going to do that, I'm going to wait on that. Instead, I'll just go overall here again. Try and get a solid player. Thornton's still really old. Parise, 33. High salary, though, is what kind of puts him down. That's what it looks like we're going to have to do, though, I think, if we want him. We do have 22 million in cap space, and again, I don't think it matters. Actually, I can't take a P. I almost messed up there. I cannot take a P. Oh, man. Bouwmeester, we still have a B. Our defense would just be so stacked if we took Bouwmeester. Why not? Let's just get a really, really solid D-core in front of Lundqvist, fill it out with some like young wingers and Crosby, and see what happens. For this next pick, guys, I'm going way off the board. I'm taking Athanasiou, 23.80 overall, low top 6. I could get like an 83 veteran, but there's a ton of them available, all really old. I feel Athanasiou with some good ice time could actually grow quite a bit.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And I just looked at my sheet and seen I messed up. We already took Arvidsson, who has an A, so I can't believe I did that. I was checking it every time, and I got too excited when I seen Athanasiou, so I'll just trade Athanasiou, I guess, for a 7th round pick. I'm an idiot. I should not have done that. We'll do like one extra pick to fill out the actual 20, so not going to let that happen again. Got to make sure I'm checking this. Just such a dumb move. So, next here, what can we get? I think it's finally time to take Joe Thornton here. He's the highest rated player available. He is 38, but we haven't picked somebody yet whose last name starts with a T, so might as well do that. Give us some more center depth. I think, honestly, in the 12th round, that's pretty solid. So this next pick here, guys, I sorted by potential. As you can see, Jimmy Vesey still available. V is actually a pretty good one. I doubt there's like very many other players. Last name starts with V. 24.79. Could definitely grow to like an 82. Even maybe higher if we give him good ice time. So I think that's a pretty solid pick here. Next pick now, guys, in round number 14. We still need a backup goalie. I feel like it's still too early to get a backup goalie. Most likely. Let's see. Yeah, there's still like some low 80s available. I guess we could take Cam Ward. Does it make sense to take one here? I guess, yeah, you know what? We'll take Cam Ward. We'll have a decent backup. Now, basically, our goalies and defensemen are done. We do need a 6th defenseman, but I'm sure we can find like a low 80 who's like really old or whatever to fill that spot. Plus, we didn't even have W yet. I didn't even check. Luckily, I got lucky there. V and W in the last 2 picks. So now, yeah, we need a 6th defenseman. We still need a lot of forwards, though. 1 more center, 2 more wingers. We're going to focus on forwards for the time being. We can't actually take Yager. We already have J. Could take Hossa. Do we take Hossa here? Could also take Marlowe. Not much cap space left. Like I said, I don't think it matters in the fantasy draft. I think it'll just kind of adjust it. We can't take Williams, so Hossa's really good 2-way player. We'll go Marian Hossa here. Next pick here, guys, going for another veteran forward in Eves. 81 overall. Yager, Sedin. We can't get either of them. The J, the S. Haven't done an E yet, though, so we get Eves there. Still need one more center, 2 more left wingers, and then that 6th defenseman, and they'll be good to go. So I think honestly the team is looking pretty good right now. I'm thinking Dan Girardi here for the 6th defenseman. Haven't done someone with a G. He's only making $3 million. We are already below the cap, so I think with a salary, with a fantasy draft, it fixes it. If not, I mean, we're screwed. But it should be okay. So now we just need a couple more wingers, and it'll be good to go. So I'm actually going to be taking Jamie McGinn here, guys, to help us with forward. Like I was saying, somehow haven't picked an M yet. And everyone else that was like in the 80s already had that letter. So we actually have 3 more picks to go, guys. Picking Athanasiou there, who doesn't count, really messed up my math. I'm going to take Roussel here. Our only letters left were D, I, O, Q, R, U, X, Y, Z. So these next 2 picks is going to be tough. Like, I mean, I guess D, and then I don't even know. After D, it's going to be tough to actually find a player we can actually draft. I just found Scotty Upshall, though. 78 overall, low salary, if that even matters. And he has a U, so that worked. So this actually worked out kind of well, guys. I didn't even realize we still need a 4th line center. David Desharnais here, 77 overall. Could be higher, but we don't have that letter yet in the D. So there we go. We have our 20-man roster. The 6 letters I did not use were I, O, Q, X, Y, and Z. I figured we wouldn't be using X, Y, and Z unless we got Zetterberg. And right here, guys, a quick look at round 1. I was curious to see where everyone went. So Carlson actually went right after Crosby, then Doughty, Stamkos. Ovi there not till 8, followed by Matthews, Kane, and Price. It just shows you how many good players there are when you get in Carey Price at 11. The rest of the first round obviously is stacked, but I just want to show you guys my team really quick. So if you look through it there, you'll see all different letters except for Arvidsson, Athanasiou, the 2 A's, which is kind of funny. Athanasiou's name is double A, but yeah, other than that, everyone there has an original letter. So I'll go trade Athanasiou, edit the lines, and then see how this team performs. Like I was saying, guys, I got to trade Athanasiou here for a 7th. Figured I'd send him home to Detroit. I was kind of curious to see who Detroit got. So their team's actually pretty sick. Stamkos, Rantanen, Hanifin, Shattenkirk. They drafted Honka there, Manson. I mean, they got a pretty solid team. I feel like in all the fancy drafts, the computers usually get pretty sick teams. Obviously, they're going to say yes, so I'll go fix the lines now, and we can start the sim. So I just finished adjusting the lines. Here's a look at the team. You got Nemesnikov, Crosby, and Perry on the first line, so that's a pretty sick first line. Arvidsson, Thornton, and Hossa, so you got Arvidsson with the 2 veterans. VC, Desharnais, and Eves, and then Roussel, McGinn, and Upshall. I also didn't realize Athanasiou is a center, so when I thought I had 4 centers, I actually only had 3. So I made McGinn a center. His face-offs at 67 is not the greatest. Hopefully it's not too big a deal, though. Defense is stacked. We got Klingberg, Subban on the top pair, Johnson, Bouwmeester, and then Fleury and Girardi. So I think that should be good. Goalies, of course, Lundqvist starter, Ward backing him up. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty solid team. We'll take a quick look at the ratings now, too. Look at Arizona's ratings here. 81 offense, 73 D, 78 goaltending. They have Jack Eichel. I don't know how their team's so low rated. Ours there, 92, 92, 93. So very balanced team. Crosby, obviously the captain. Looks very weird in a Ducks jersey there. But finally, we'll get the sim started here. And just see how good this Alphabet A to Z team, whatever you want to call them, how good they turn out. So we're at the trade deadline here, guys. As you can see, we're crushing it. 39, 21, and 4. That's got to be like first in the division, or at least close. And it is first in the division. 82 points there. 5-point lead on both Edmonton and San Jose. Crosby is destroying right now. 70 points in 64 games. And I had one idea, guys, I thought could be cool. What if we can actually make a trade here at the deadline, as long as the player we're getting back is the same letter as the player we're sending away? So only one trade, but maybe we could do something here and just give us that little extra playoff push. Alright, guys, so I know I said whatever player I trade for has to be the same letter as the player we're trading away, but what if the player letter we don't have? So again, here on the block, we never drafted a guy with I, so I guess we could just trade anyone for him. I think that's pretty fair. He's 79 overall, he's a winger, but I actually plan on playing him as our third line center. He's got 77 faceoffs there. He's 40 years old, he's old. We can probably get him so cheap. So I'm offering LA Roussel in a 7th. I could trade Desharnais, who's 1 overall below Roussel, but because he has 80 faceoffs, I feel like he's better at that 4th line center spot. They honestly should say yes to this, and they do. So after that trade, guys, here's a look at the lines. First and second line haven't changed. VC's actually an 80 now in the 3rd line. I think he's the only player that's grown. Ginla there, 3rd line center. Desharnais on the 4th. So it should give us a bit more balance. Defense obviously hasn't changed, nor have any of the ratings. So hopefully this team keeps playing well, and who knows, maybe we can win the Stanley Cup. And we're not the regular season, guys. As you can see there, we finished 1 win shy of 50, 49, 28, and 5. So I gotta believe we're in the playoffs. Now the question is, how far can this team go? Pretty excited to see here. I honestly didn't expect them to do this good. Crosby there, 1 point shy of a point per game. That sucks. 2 milestones, 50 wins, point per game Crosby. Missed both by 1. And let's see, where was our division? Anaheim, first in our division though, 103 points. We got the Y though, so I don't even think we finished first in the conference. That sucks. I'll take a quick look here, see where we finished both the conference and the NHL. 1 point shy of the conference win. Like, we're missing everything here by 1. What the hell? Entire league. Okay, so President's Trophy we missed by 8, but still, conference there, 1 point. Crosby, 50 wins. We'll see how everyone else did as well behind Crosby. Perry there, 63. Subban, 57. Very good season for him. Thornton, 56 at his old age. I'm impressed. Klingberg, 56. Nemestikov, 45. I don't know how he didn't grow at all. Arvidsson, 42. Eves there pitching in. Darnay, 33. For 77, that's pretty solid. Hossa, 31. Could have done better. VC, 29. So I think it looks like still VC's the only one guy that grew. But overall, like, the team kind of pitched in pretty evenly. I'll take a look here, too, and see how Lundqvist did in net. So 38, 21, .919 save percentage, 8 shutouts, 2.3 against. Kim Ward actually had slightly better save percentage, slightly better goals against. So I'm not sure why that happens. Usually, like, the backup, if, like, the starter's not amazing, will have better stats in his, 10 games or whatever. It's kind of weird, but we'll get into the playoffs now. We'll see who we're playing and whether or not we can actually win the Stanley Cup. So let's see here. Should be popping up in just a second. First round there, we got the Sharks, so kind of a classic matchup there. I'm not going to sim game by game, just going to kind of sim here week by week, see whether or not we can actually win this thing. So 2-0 against the Sharks, 2-1. Oh, no, okay, there we go. So we won that in 6, moving on to the semifinals. We've got the Flames next, okay. First game there against the Flames, we win. Now it's 1-1, 2-1 for us, 2-2. This one's taking a while, 3-2. Come on, pull it in the game 6. Don't want to go to game 7. There we go. Got the Blackhawks now in the Stanley Cup final. This Alphabet team is just so sick. Okay, so lost the first game to Chicago and the second. Don't go down 3. If we go down 3... Alright, so, not too bad. We got swept by Chicago there in the conference final, but at least we made it to the conference final. Can't be too upset with that. Actually makes our playoff record go to 8-8. I'll find out here in a second who actually won the Stanley Cup with this fantasy mode draft. I mean, it's kind of fair, kind of not. Buffalo ends up winning. If we weren't drafting by the letter, we probably could have got an even better team, and I think for sure won the Cup. But I think that's still a pretty good performance. I'll take a quick look here, too, just to see how our guys did in the playoffs. But definitely I'm surprised with just how this team performed. I did not think could have done that well. Also, take a quick look, too, and see all the awards. That good stuff. So first, playoff stats here. I'm guessing. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, I thought for sure Crosby would have 11 points. They have Subban first, but he's tied there with Crosby. Both actually gained in overall. And Klingberg there as well has 12 points. Also gained in overall, so that's good to see. Thornton with 11. Like, somehow crushing him. I'm surprised he didn't go up at all. Hossa there, 9. Somehow dropped 1. Perry, 7. Arvidsson, 7. Okay. Maybe did Lundqvist just not come up in the playoffs? 8-8, .929. Actually, no, those are pretty good stats. So I guess we just ran into a hot team in Chicago, got beat. That's going to happen. Awards here, obviously, we already know. Buffalo with the Stanley Cup, Florida with the President's Trophy. Player awards, Giroux actually with the Art Ross on Vegas and the Hart. Keith with the James Norris stayed on Chicago. That's kind of cool. Giroux with the Lady Bing as well. What a season for him. DeBrincat, Chicago also got. That's insane. How did they get in like all their actual players? Murray there with the Conn Smythe. Schneider with the Vezina, Jones with the William Jennings, Gunnarsson with the Bill Masterson, Bergeron still gets the Selke even on the Islanders, Drew with the Ted Lindsay, Obi there of course the Maurice Richard on the Oilers. So pretty cool to see. Like I was saying, guys, even though this team didn't win the Stanley Cup, still pretty happy with how they performed. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave that thumbs up. Also, guys, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do that. On the road to 100K, need your help. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.